Hey, welcome to Frontline Beef, the podcast by Ben Painter. That's me. Today we're going to do a couple of movie reviews. I'm kind of slacking in that department. And I haven't really been watching a lot, but I got a couple I want to do a review on, and been putting it off for a little bit. So I'm going to go ahead and do them now, both together. But first, in the background, playing on TV, is Anchorman 2. That is the most disappointing piece of shit movie I've ever seen in my life. Like, I love the first Anchorman, and they just destroyed that whole character in the second movie. Like, over the top stupidity with it. Like, went from the first one was halfway serious, mostly comedy. Well, probably 10% serious. This one's just over the wall bullshit comedy. Like, for no reason, Will Ferrell doing whatever the fuck he wants to try to make people laugh, and way it was too far. By the way, we're brought to you today by a beer that doesn't sponsor me, so I don't say their name. Apparently, having a Myrtle Beach koozie makes me white trash, is what I've been told. But hey, whatever. So today we're going to do a movie review of The Hunt and also Palm Springs. All right, so let's just get into it. The Hunt, I came into that movie not really expecting a lot. The trailers, they seemed like they were going to be kind of interesting. It's interesting story, people hunting people. Your main bad guy, her name is Athena Stone. She's a rich liberal. I guess you call them liberals. I don't really follow politics, whatever. One of the elite rich people. And your protagonist is Crystal Creasy. I'd write down names. Crystal Creasy. She's a military vet from the South. So basically, let's just jump into the whole. Try not to spoil the movie for you, but pretty much a couple minutes in, you got action going on. It's surprised me. People got itches for some reason. People like automatically in the middle of gunfights from like pretty much the get go. Like it hits full speed pretty fast. You can actually see where the movie's going from the beginning. You know who the good guy is. You know who the bad guy is. You kind of know how it's going to play out. There's a few twists and turns to the movie that you don't. A couple of them you don't see coming. A couple of them you see coming pretty much a mile away. But it was a fun movie to watch. Like if you have like a hour and a half or whatever it was that runtime was, I should probably research this stuff a little more. If you have time to waste, watching a movie, I suggest watching The Hunt. Like it's not over the top graphics, like everything's CGI or anything. It's not over the top like crazy fight moves where they gotta use wires and all kinds of other shit to like make it look like a real thing. And the gun fights in the movie aren't over the top. Like you actually watch the movie and it's a ridiculous premise. Liberal elites, rich elites, whatever you want to call them, they get offended by some people posting stuff on social media and like videos and all, and they decide to go ahead and trick these people. Actually, they drug these people, put them on a plane, and take them out to the middle of nowhere in a third world country and pretty much hunt them. They're like, here's some guns, but we're going to come kill you. We're not going to tell you what's going on. It's a silly premise, but like I say, it doesn't go over the top. And like you can actually, whenever they actually do have like fights and gunfights, you're like, yeah, I can see that working out that way. It wasn't like, oh, let this person, she just jumped in the air and did a 360 spin move and unload a magazine on this one guy and he shot her back one shot in between the eyes. It's nothing like that. It's nothing over top. It's actually the fights and everything are believable. The story's not believable. The fights are believable. And it's actually a fun movie to watch. And like I said, I can't really say anything bad about the movie. You don't go into the movie expecting like this huge big story or like anything like that. You expect these people getting hunted, you gotta know why they gotta fight back. And that's pretty much exactly what you get. And it doesn't disappoint. It did way better than I thought it would. Like the movie ended, and I was like, wow, that was a pretty decent movie. Can't say anything bad about it. Now, let's go ahead and skip on to a movie called Palm Springs. All right. Unlike The Hunt, Palm Springs is kind of not a unique story. It's pretty much rehashing of Groundhog Day with the legend Bill Murray. It's pretty much the same thing. A guy gets trapped. A guy named Niles gets trapped in a loop of the same day over and over and over and over and over again. And in the movie, he actually says he's been doing it forever. So he's forgotten how long he's been doing it for. So you actually catch him. You don't catch him in the first time he's replaying the day over. You catch him somewhere after he's already done the day over and over again. So in the show, and actually I think they did an episode like this Black Mirror, but it was way, way, way different. It was way, way darker. So basically Niles, he gets trapped in his day over and over again. He's trying to figure out what's going on. He has an antagonist named Roy, who he accidentally brought into this time loop one night when they were out drinking, which, honestly, if you get stuck in a time loop, you're going to go out drinking probably, and somebody actually is probably going to get trapped with you. So that makes sense, but whatever. And Roy tries to get revenge on him all the time because, you got him stuck. He got him stuck in the middle of this time loop, so why wouldn't he try to get revenge? And then eventually he meets this girl, this woman that he really likes, and she accidentally gets stuck in the time loop also. And then from that point on, she has to embrace the same thing he did. Time loop's not going over with. You're doing the same day over and over again. And they pretty much do the same gags like from Groundhog Day, where, if the day doesn't matter, I'll just kill myself or I'll die in different ways, see what happens. And each day you wake up where that day began the day before. And so, like I say, it's pretty much like Groundhog Day, but it's with more than one person. So there's three people reliving, at least three people reliving this day over and over again. And, it does the whole classical, comedy romance thing where, they meet each other, they fall in love, and then they have an argument, and then they don't talk to each other for a while. And then they come to the conundrum of, do we try to make it back? Because Sarah comes up with an idea of how to get back, but it's pretty much going to be, if this doesn't work, if it does work, we're already back in the future. If it doesn't work, we either get stuck where we're at still, or we're going to die. And Niles is like, well, I don't want to go through this. He's like, I just met you, and I don't want to lose you, so I don't want to take this risk. So let's just stay here. Well, that's their big argument. And at the end, they make their decision and they go through it. But I don't want to give too much away in case you want to watch it. But like I say, it was a very surprisingly good movie. Like the dog's trying to pull my cords away. It was a good movie. The premise, like I say, it was rehashing of Groundhog Day, sort of, but it had a unique twist to it. There's three people in there this time. Three people trying to figure out how to get out. It wasn't just like, let's do the day right, and we're back. But they had to work together, try to get out of there. It was, like I say, it could have been in Groundhog Day too, but same kind of premise. It was actually really good though. It's something that you can watch multiple times. I'll probably watch it here sometime next week or so because it was actually a good movie to watch. You actually like the people in the movie. They go through some shitty times. They're not perfect people, but you relate to them and you actually like them. And like I say, the story's good. Time travel is always good. Even it's like you're getting stuck in a time loop. It's still always good. Always a good theme. Groundhog Day was a great theme. This is a great theme. It's just a little different. I say it gives a thumbs up for me. I'm not gonna lie, thumbs up big time. And my dog's playing my cooler, so he wants to drink my beer. Apparently, he's too young for that. Hey. Anyway, that's gonna be it for the reviews today. I'm gonna keep them short and simple. If I like a movie and it's really in depth, I'll probably talk a lot more about them. But these are pretty simple stories right here. These are pretty simple movies to talk about. So keep them short and simple. Any one of my friends that's like watched a movie with me before and gotten to hear one of my rants about how like Batman versus Superman or any of the DC comic movies or anything like that, or Blair Witch or anything, I'm sorry that you've heard me rant about these movies for hours or drawing pizza boxes like what the fuck's wrong with these movies. These movies, on the other hand, fun watches. No, I can't really take them down. They were what they were. But I would like to review some other movies. I'll probably be watching some here soon. But if you have anything you want me to review, hit me up. Like, comment on this video. Comment on Facebook on the Frontline Beef Podcast show, Frontline Beef Podcast page. I don't know why it was so hard to say. Give me a good movie to review. Give me a shitty movie to review. I guarantee if you give me a shitty movie review, I will say a lot more about it. Like, I will give you honest movie reviews about whatever the hell it is that you send in. So just go ahead and don't make me review. If you guys don't send me anything in, I'll review like Batman versus Superman. It's going to like be an hour-long show about how much I hated it. So if you do want me to review it, go ahead and send a message in. If you don't want to review it, tell me. But if you don't say anything, I'm probably going to review it in the next week or so. And it's going to be a fucking shit show because I hated that movie so damn much. Like I said, just hit me up. Tell me what you want me to review. Like I said, the worse the movie, the more I hate it, the more I'm going to say about it probably. Like I said, thank you for listening to this, to my reviews. Hopefully we'll get into something good later. Like I say, 2 movies I watched and 1 review. Not much to say. They're short, simple, good movies to watch. So just hit me up either on here or on a Frontline Beef Podcast Facebook page.